Elm Street, a safe place. Kids, trees, puppies. Then, in 1984, a psycho with knives for fingers moves in, and horror gets inside your head instead of cutting it off.
Wake up! Wake up! Run, rush, and put on the wake up! I just have to
Nightmare on Elm Street is a story about a young girl in a neighborhood that long ago was terrorized by a terrible child murderer named Freddy Krueger. And now he's coming back at them through their dreams.
Nightmare on Elm Street was truly revolutionary in horror film terms. Now we go one step further. If you go to sleep, you die.
It's just a dream. He isn't real.
Freddy Krueger is the greatest slasher villain because he had a lot more depth than the other guys.
He had a personality.
Come to Freddy.
As just opposed to being a faceless creature like Michael Myers or even Leatherface.
He had the Where's Waldo, sweater.
He's a thin guy, so he can wear horizontal stripes. Normally, I would say never, but he can get away with it.
The one thing about Krueger that he had that no one else had was the cool, patented slasher weapon.
This is God.
Which was the glove with the spiked knife fingers.
I would have painted him, but the nails made it a little bit more fun,
When in danger, run up a staircase.
That's a good rule, except when you're in Nightmare on Elm Street.
It was a dreamlike part where reality is melting just like a Dali painting, and suddenly you think you have stairs and there's not any stairs there.
As time went on, the slashers, they weren't just happy with actually just killing people. They had to kill them in a more creative way.
I liked when Tina got yanked up into the ceiling.
The scene was like the realization of the Lionel Richie song. So it worked on like so many different levels because you're thinking of Lionel Richie, which is terrifying enough.
Johnny Depp was falling asleep and got sucked into the bed.
To me, that was like the blood coming out of the elevator in The Shining.
Man, was that Johnny Depp that got sucked in there, or was that Kool-Aid Man?
And all the blood and everything, his mom must have been so mad.
Another rule is, law enforcement is always stupid.
I got him trapped! Help! Where are you?
Everything's gonna be all right!
If the cops are competent, problem solved, they come in, shoot the villain, and, end of story.
Nightmare on Elm Street, it was interesting because of what it did with the killer. And even though everybody wanted to see Freddy killed and destroyed in the end, they kind of loved him. He's a lovable creature.
I'm crazy after all.
Slasher movies have many rules, but 5 mega rules always hold true. Mega rule number 4, dark empty rooms work like welcome mats. The slasher genre needed a quick picker-upper, so Hollywood pitted Freddy versus Jason, a match made in hell.
Freddy versus Jason was a unique thing because, of course, people have been waiting for years to have the pairing of the great Freddy and the great Jason.
So you're the one everyone's afraid of?
Freddy, in order to come back, has to bring Jason back too.
Hey, Jethro! This is a rave, not a Halloween party!
I don't think it was Shakespeare.
Freddy vs. Jason dug out something from the 50s where they used to have King Kong versus Godzilla and the Wolfman versus Frankenstein.
Oh, scary! So what I'm waiting for is Penn and Teller meet Jason and Freddy, because there has to be the next step where the monsters meet a comedy team, which would be us.
Freddy vs. Jason is bringing us into a whole new thing now, where we're going to get this kind of WWF matchup going on between the horror heavyweights.
I think I'd pick Freddy. Jason's a bit of a klutz.
Freddy's got to win. I mean, Jason can't even talk.
Freddy should win because he's got that whole nightmare thing going where he really gets in your head.
I would go with Freddy simply because he's the intellectual superior of Jason. If you'll recall, Jason is a mongoloid.
Whatever my boy wants, let him do it his way.
Not my arm! I wouldn't mind seeing Michael Myers versus Pinhead. What the hell?
Britney Spears versus Courtney Love would be a good one.
Damn it, me and Freddy are gonna go at it.
Think you're so smart, huh, bitch?
Girl style.
How sweet.
In every single horror movie, they always leave it open to sequel.
Jason has come back how many times now? 8, 12?
Jason will outlive Cher, and that's really hard to do.
Why won't you die?
I don't believe that a character can be just held into the confines of one movie anymore. Who cares if Freddy's dead? Let's bring him back. You know, he can always worm his way back into our reality somehow.
And now, what you've all been waiting for. Slasher Mega Rule number 1. You can't kill a killer.